This could be the most important video that I ever do. How do we get motivated to exercise and train? How do we get out there and start, stay consistent, and because we can watch all the exercise videos that we want, how to train, when to train, what's most beneficial, what to eat. But if we don't actually get out there and do it, then it's pointless. I'm going to show you how I've been able to train and exercise for the last 45 years, what's been my mental focus, and how I've stayed centered and grounded and goal-centered. But before I do that, my name is Andrew Kolasko, and from here on out, I am your very own longevity coach for you men 50 plus. Every week, I'm here to give you the insider info, the no BS on how to move the needle on your future years, how to get them to be the best years possible, the modalities and protocols that really work to increase your cardiovascular robustness, your lean muscle mass, and your strength, and your overall sense of well-being. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please subscribe now and leave a like. Let me know what you thought of this by leaving a comment as well. I want to hear from you, and I want to know what works for you. I'm going to show you what's been working for me. This video is going to be a masterclass on 5 ways to hone in and embed habits that will stick and keep you on track to achieve your fitness and health goals. Plus, I'm going to share why I became a longevity coach and what my motivation to show up for you every week is, and to actually help my men that I work with to have the most success. And I got 2 bonus hacks for you at the end, so stick around for those. But before I start listing off all the ways to make these habits work for you, I want you to keep in mind as we go through all the material today is that your identity is tied to your purpose. So setting your purpose with clear intent, having a mental model of what you want will make all the difference in advancing you and having you achieve and get the body that you want and get the health and the future years that you want. Our mental framework is how we choose to act and behave in the world. It's how we make sense of the world. It's how we make our choices. So you want to intrinsically have that be part of your health and fitness goals. And keep in mind, the most powerful words that you ever hear are those words that you say to yourself. Number 1, be clear on what you want. Make that crystal clear and raise the necessity. Think about and ask yourself the questions about why you want to do this. So you're starting on your fitness journey, ask yourself questions like this. Who do I want to be? How do I want to show up for others? What kind of energy and vitality do I want to bring into my relationships? What brings me the most connection and the most fulfillment? And how will my physical embodiment bring that to be? Your answers might be, I want to bring energy to my relationships. I want to bring a vitality that leads to a connection, a true awareness, both cognitively and physically strong and sharp, so that I'm bringing my best self there, so that I got that energy and I got that vitality to play with my grandkids, and I'm able to love my wife, my partner, and give her the best of myself by physically being there and showing up and being able to keep doing the things with her that I love into our future years. What do I have to do to have that reward? The reward of being and playing with my grandkids to having those future years with my loving wife. And you need to keep asking yourself these kind of questions throughout your health and fitness journey. These will help you keep your why in the forefront and bring meaning to those choices that you make. And your identity just needs to be right tied into your health goals. As Anise Nin said, we do not see things as they are, we see things as we are. So continue to self-monitor yourself throughout the process. This will help keep you motivated. And that leads me nicely into point number 2, and that's generate energy. Remember that motion creates emotion, success creates success. With your reason why in mind, that will help you catapult forward. It'll help you keep the momentum, that drive, that focus, the mindset, the attitude to go forward and be able to achieve those fitness goals that you've set monthly, yearly, all of them. You're going to be able to supercharge your energy by having your why in the forefront. That's going to be the driving force to keep that belly fat off, to gain that muscle, to have that energy be lifted, to look good, feel good, play good, to bring it all together. You got to have that why at the front. Rumi says, as you walk the way the way it appears. Clarity doesn't come from action, it comes as a result of action. Decide right now that in 12 months, you are going to be in the best shape of your life. Now, right before you start, make sure you have every health measurement of yours in place. We progress and create energy when we have a benchmark and we have a clear goal of what we're aiming for. I'm going to recommend something like the Hume Health Body Analyzer for you. With the Smart Body Analyzer by Hume Health, it will give you up to 98% accuracy on your weight, but not just your weight, okay? The important stuff, your fat, subcutaneous fat, and your visceral fat, as well as your bone density and your muscle density, and it can even read your heart health. You want to have all these metrics in place so that you have some place that you're aiming for. You can't hit a target if you don't aim towards it. So know where you are now, know what you need to work on, and then work towards that. The Smart Body Analyzer by Hume Health, I'm going to leave you a discount code, a link below for 20% off. Even if it's on sale, you can use that 20%, get another discount on by using that. And you're going to have a benchmark now that you know where you're going and what it looks like when you end up there. That's what you need to start with. This way, you'll have the important health metrics, your overall body composition, not just your weight, which is pretty much useless. You need to know the real stuff, the stuff that matters. And this is going to help you have progress and be able to track it and move forward with a confidence. It's an empowering feeling to see those results. Those micro wins are so important when it comes to motivation. We need that positive reinforcement. Number 3, increase productivity. To be more productive, we need to become more competent at what we're doing. We're in fitness training, so we're going to need to understand that, and that's going to get us better results when we know exactly what it is we're supposed to be doing. You need to master the fundamentals and the primary skills of fitness training. It's important to practice, practice, practice. In addition to deliberate practice to progressively master your fitness training, I recommend that you get your own personal coach, that you get your own personal trainer. This socialization, the teaching that you get, and the encouragement, the support that you get will help you optimize your training and get the very best results. If you can't find or afford a personal trainer, then be sure to check out. I have so many videos on my channel, so many that will help you. There's one in particular I want to draw your attention to, and that's this one right here. It's called Train Right to Live Long and Be Strong. This will help give you the fundamental training between the overall strength and muscle hypertrophy training, and then your cardio, the VO2 Max training, the Zone 2 training. That's all integrated in there. Please watch that one, as well as my other videos. These are going to help get you on the right track. It's important if you can have one clear voice to listen to, and then you're going to get that consistency too. Don't be running all over the place, and don't just be doing workouts just to break a sweat. You want to have a plan in place. You want to be strategic, and you want to know what it is you're accomplishing. When someone asks you why you're training that, you should be able to answer. About right, like 10, 20%. If you go up and ask, what's the purpose of that exercise and why are you doing it? Many people can't answer. You need to know everything that you're doing has a purpose in mind. That's going to give you the confidence. It's going to give you the assurance. It's going to let you know and keep you on track and be consistent when you have that kind of confidence built in and you know what it is, why it is you're doing it. Of course, your personal coach, your longevity trainer, or whoever you have that you can use, they are going to help you get to that end goal, okay? They're going to support you and be behind you and give you that emotional resonance. That is so important, that socialization. They show in the research that makes all the difference, and you can accomplish almost anything when you have that kind of support behind you. Speaking of the people that you need behind you, that leads us to number 4, develop influence. You need to have people around you that will believe in you and support your goals and your ambitions. Once again, a personal trainer, a longevity coach is going to help you be able to get that in place. But your relationships are so important. If you can find a gym buddy that's committed and can work as hard as you want to work, then that's great. You can team up with them as well. And this is where I've seen so many fitness training plans break down, even with the best intentions, if your partner, your wife, your spouse is not behind you, because often they're the ones making most of the meals, okay? They're the ones that I've seen guilt trip men. They're spending time at the gym and maybe the spouse isn't, and they start to feel bad about themselves, and then they put that onto you. They project that onto you and try to pull you down. Now, that's why I believe that I'm going to start going into couples training as well, because I'm really seeing that these men that I work with, they're not getting full success unless they have full support of that spouse. And if I can get the couple to work together on it, then I believe that I will have better results. That man's going to have better results, and because they are a pairing. And that's a part of your world. That partner that you have, your significant other, that means everything. You two have to be on the same course, in the same direction, pointed the very same way. So if you're shoulder to shoulder on that health-centered direction, you'll have more success. Like I say, with meal prep, it's going to depend upon your partner coming through for you. You should be cooking your own meals too. Don't get me wrong. It's not about the hierarchy in the household. But, when you are working together as a unit, then you need to have it be copacetic. You need to have those things lined up. If your spouse is going to be drinking wine all evening, and that's not going to be the best thing for you to be consuming alcohol or being up late binging Netflix, then you two are going to have to be on the same page. And I want that for you. And don't you want that? You're going to feel a stronger connection too, I think, if you're working out both. If you're both at your physical goals, in alignment, then you're going to be able to better achieve those as a partnership. And isn't that what's about being a partner? Having this future with this person, spending the most productive, healthy, joy-filled, loving years. You want to have them be with that someone special. Number 5, demonstrate courage. Stand your ground, be bold, stick with what you know is right. The promises we make and the promises we keep determine our own integrity. Courage is not an occasional act. It is a choice that you need to make every day. It is the promises we make to ourselves and the promises we keep. That determines our integrity. Don't let imposter syndrome come in. Don't let that voice tell you that you can't do this. I want you to draw upon the same tenacity that you had that got you through college, that you won that athletic championship with, that you were able to build and run a business with, that you were able to have a strong relationship with, that support that you give to your family, that protection that you give to your family, to your children. You are good at those things. You can be good at this fitness journey as well. You can accomplish these things for your health when you set out to do them. You need to believe in yourself and no imposter syndrome, right? Don't let that creep in. Once again, the most powerful words that we hear are the words that we say to ourselves. So make sure you have positive affirmations, that you know that this is who you are. This is your character. This is you. Intrinsically, within yourself, you are this person, and you will act and behave and be that person that you've committed your very self to be. True toughness, the true measure of a man, is doing what you say you're going to do. Play the long game here. You've done it with your life. You brought success about in your life. Now you have this body. This is your home. This is how it houses your physical self, but it also houses your soul. It houses everything that you're about. So make it the best it can be. All right, so why did I start this channel? Why am I a longevity coach? Because my 3-prong is I want you to look good, feel good, play good. That's what I want for myself. That's what I want for you. That's why I bring my most sincere, my most authentic self that I can. And this is my purpose, to bring this about. I, of course, want to be in my best health in my 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, but I want to look good too. just don't get too wrapped up in the picture, right? We see this picture, we see this thumbnail on YouTube, or we see this Instagram post, or in a magazine, we see this guy that looks like this. Well, that's short lived, okay? You can't just be looking for the results in the mirror. It's okay if you want to go for the mirror in that you just want that reward right now, but don't do it for the sake of just appearance, okay? Aesthetics, I spent too much time in my 30s and my 40s focused on those, and I didn't have the energy, I didn't have the vitality. And I know my health wasn't strong, wasn't as good as it is now in my late 50s, because I have calibrated, I have fine-tuned my cardio, that's my zone 2 training, and my VO2 Max training into my week. So I am putting that right kind of balance. Of course, we all want to look good. So you can get that look good, you can get that instant balance, but we got to be thinking far out, right? Just like when we put away money for retirement. 20, 30, 40 years from now, you may not see that, but you have to put it in now. Don't just worry about breaking a sweat and getting jacked in the mirror. That is okay for the short term, but do not leave out the essentials of your overall heart, right? Your cardiovascular strength, your VO2 max is your single greatest indicator of your longevity and your health span. You're gonna have to dial this in, and I promise you, you'll look good too when you do those things. Once again, I wanna bring you back to this Train Right video. Check that out, because that's gonna give you the right balance of it. And if you want to work with me, reach out to me, andrew@kolasko.com. That is my email, and I would love to work with you. I'd love to have an opportunity to do that, whether it's you and your spouse, because I want to bring this type of vitality, this type of future to you. That's why I'm here. All right, I promised you a couple bonus hacks. The first one is going to be a mantra: create before you consume. This is really going to help you with media consumption. It's going to help you make the right choices. Create before you consume. What I mean by that is you need to decide what you're going to do. So upon waking, let's say, I should be going to the gym. I should be eating right. Before you start responding to a text or going to a work email or going on that social media platform, you need to put something of worth, something that matters into the world. And right now, when you've got that character built, you've got that integrity that says you are on this fitness journey and you want to accomplish this, create before you consume. So how can I bring about the results, that end goal, that overall health journey? How am I going to bring that to pass? Because that matters more. I want to create that. And you can use this in other aspects of your life as well. And the other bonus hack I want to give you is after your final meal of the day, so you have dinner, brush your teeth. When you brush your teeth, this is really cool, right? Because as the day goes on, I don't know if you're like me, I get up at 5 or 4 a.m. And when I do, by the evening, I'm starting to get pretty tuckered out, okay? I'm starting to not feel like doing anything. I feel lazy. So when I brush my teeth after that last meal, that's going to keep me from snacking. It's going to keep me from maybe some alcohol consumption or getting into that carton of ice cream. It's a nice little hack because I'm just going to be too lazy to brush my teeth for the second time. Please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and leave a comment. I want to hear your feedback. I want to know what you thought of this video. I want to know what you do. What are your personal hacks that you use to keep yourself centered, to keep yourself grounded, to keep yourself goal-oriented, and achieving your dreams. I want to hear what you do. Leave a like as well. Be here next week. We're going to continue to optimize and maximize your future years, giving you the energy, the physical robustness, your overall sense of well-being that's going to bring the best physical self and really move that health needle for you.